Hello, and welcome to this new video tutorial for Airwp Sync for WooCommerce. In this case, we're going to talk about the new export feature. We've had a lot of requests for this specific feature because many of you already have products in your store, but you now want to start organizing and managing every single one of your products with Airtable. However, for those of you in the audience who already know our plugin, it is absolutely essential and necessary for each and every one of the individual products you already have in your account to be properly listed and organized within the template. So to do this, what we're going to do now is use the new export feature, which wasn't possible before. Previously, we had to do it manually, but now we can do it with the export functionality. So let's go back to our plugin. At the bottom, we're going to find the new section called Export. Once here, we'll see this screen where we're just going to create a new export connection. So just like with import, we're going to fill in the different details step by step until the last step so we can do the export. So in this case, all my products are simple. So in this case, I'm going to use simple products. Now let's check the map if. If you want to add something else to the mapping, you can do it here. In this case, we're going to leave it like this, just the basic mapping. And once we get to the third step, all that's left is to export. Let's see, in total we have 13 products that are not in the trash, but there are 5 that are in the trash. Normally, all of them will be exported to Airtable, including those that are in the trash. So let's see what happens. Well, apparently it's gonna take about 2 minutes, but I think if we go to Airtable, we'll start to see right away that the products are already showing up here. As you can see, these first items are the specific products that come included as default items in the table, right? They are just pre-populated example products to show you how the system works. And well, as we can clearly see right here, it has successfully updated them because they happen to share the exact same code. Well, I already had a few specific products in the system that already had a certain code assigned to them, and that is exactly what we are seeing right now. If we take a moment to look at our products, you'll notice that some already have the unique product code that's listed right here, and that's why they're being updated. However, those items that weren't there before, as you can clearly see, are now being created in the system. Let's take a look. Well, the synchronization is done now. Well, the export. And as you can see, all our products are here. So as you can see, here we have everything from the new one up to number 22. And these 4 that were also updated. Mm, we can see here in the status that there are some in the trash. There are 5, which in fact matches the 5 that are in the trash in our store. Well, now we can clearly see that all 18 of those products are successfully imported into our central database. Now, all that is left for us to do is to finish this entire automation cycle. And what we really want to do now is make sure that every single time there is a new change in Airtable, that synchronization is immediately reflected in the products listed in our e-commerce storefront. To do this, we're going to go back to our plugin again, and now we're going to do a regular import. But in this case, what we want to do is update the products that already exist in our store. That's why we go here to our imports, and we're going to create a new connection. For this specific scenario right here, we are going to go ahead and label it as import existing products. The majority of the products we have in our catalog are simple. Now, there is one specific little setting that we really need to activate right here, and it is this button right here. Because normally, the import process is meant to check that the entire database structure is absolutely correct. However, since we've already done an export, that guarantees that the template structure is correct. Now, if we don't activate it, we wouldn't be able to update the existing products. That's why we're going to activate this function. And this will allow us to do two things. One, update existing products, and also modify the mapping. So let's complete the rest. Here, it's very important that we select the SKU. Why? Because if we come back here and remove it, as you can see, this option's disabled. Why? Because it's for those who are going to import their products for the first time, and for that, we always have to do it with the product ID. So, since we're going to update, we activate it and leave the SKU. Here at the end of the mapping, we can add some fields if we want. This can't be done if the previous function is disabled. In this case, we're not going to modify it. Let's go to the next step. And now, all that's left is to sync. However, before syncing, we're going to make some changes to the product names so you can see that everything will update correctly. We go back to our Airtable and change the name of some products. For example, we can add test to some of them, and that's it. Let's leave those three for now. We go back to our plugin, and all that's left is to sync. Let's wait a bit. And as we can see, 18 products have already been processed. And now let's check all our products to see if they've updated correctly. Let's take a quick look at our product list right here. Let's go ahead and refresh the entire page. And as you can see, several of these items now show up marked as test. You can look for the other one if you want. Well, maybe the other one is in the trash. Exactly. So now you can see that we really can update existing products. So we don't have to delete anything. We don't have to change anything in our e-commerce. Now all that's left is to update, and that's it. So next time, everything will already be centralized in Airtable. Any modifications or changes you make within your Airtable base will go directly and seamlessly to your e-commerce store. It is very important to remember that if you want to see these updates reflected automatically, you must set the data synchronization settings here to recurring, and then carefully choose exactly how often you want these specific changes to be updated across your platforms. And that is everything for today. With that, we wrap up this comprehensive video tutorial, where you will now be able to export all of your products from your e-commerce store directly into our custom template. From there, you can keep your products updated and manage them with ease directly from within Airtable. So if you have any additional questions at all, please do not hesitate to leave a comment on this video or reach out to our team through our dedicated support platform. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video tutorial.